The off-season was short, the transfers have come hard and heavy, and every team has that magical sporting element that will crush so many of them. Yep, hope. It's a dangerous thing is hope, but here we are. All three promotion clubs have hope, and of course they should. Fulham, Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth have guaranteed themselves literally over $200 million, and both Fulham and Forest have spent well, while the Cherries, at this point at least, have not. Still, the markets have all three favoured to go straight back down. Technically speaking, that makes sense, but realistically, it's unlikely. Only once in Premier League history have all three promoted clubs gone back down, and that was back in 97-98 when Bolton, Barnsley and Crystal Palace all lasted just the one season. On the flip side, on only 3 occasions have all 3 promoted clubs survived, most recently in 2017-2018. The point being that when you pick a surprise team in the Prem, I would avoid promotion clubs because you never really know what you're going to get. And often the team that bossed the league championship did so by scoring many goals, playing attacking football, which doesn't always translate so well to the Prem. So let's avoid the promotion clubs right now, Sarah. Surprise clubs, there's always 1 or 2, right? Mm-hmm. Good or bad.
Yeah.
Who you got this year?
I think we all have to keep our eyes on Manchester United. I know they're one of the top clubs. They always are every year. We have to talk about them. But I think this year for me, I am unsure of what they're going to be capable of. And I actually think we are going to see them not do as well as we all think they're going to be doing.
Wow.
You know, Ten Hag, new coach, he's going to be here. He is here. He's doing well. You know, we saw their preseason games. But their signings, yeah, they got Eriksen, free transfer, Lisandro Martinez. Ronaldo is staying, but is that going to be good or bad for them? I am still unsure about the pieces of this team and whether or not Ten Hag can get them to work together, because I'm kind of coming to this conclusion that maybe it's not the coach. Maybe there are just so many different kinds of players on the pitch that can't seem to work well together, playing different kinds of football. I don't see United doing well this season, and in fact, I think they're going to let a lot of people down.
Okay, what if though? What if he leaves? Right, he left at half-time, by the way, in his debut on the weekend.
And this is what I mean.
What if he leaves though, right, and he gets his wish, and they bring in Frankie de Jong, your boy from Barcelona? Does that change your mindset?
I mean, I think it might be beneficial. I feel like the thing is, it's hard to say with Ronaldo. Like, scoring so many goals, he's still going to put them, you know, on the board. But I can't tell if that's going to be worth it for the potential, you know, locker room conflict he brings. Like you said, over the weekend, that whole confrontation with Ten Hag was like unprofessional and really poor form for like all of Manchester United. So yeah, maybe bringing, you know, somebody else in like Frankie and him leaving could be better. But right now, I don't even know if that's happening. I don't think he would say that he's going to stay and then him leave. Like, I think he has too much pride for that.
But you made a real valid point, though, with United. Whether you love him or hate him, he did score 20-plus goals in all competitions last year. Can Marcus Rashford, can Anthony Martial step it up and fill those boots?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
No.
So it's going to be a tough year last year. I do really believe in Ten Hag, though. He's a smart manager.
Yeah.
They're maybe the team to watch, actually, in many ways this season. If not United, do you have another surprise team?
Has to be
How about
Newcastle.
a positive one?
Newcastle.
Okay.
Has to be. So Newcastle finished 11th last year. Not bad. And now with, you know, all the money coming into that team, Eddie Howe's there, you know, Trippier, Miguel Almiron, they're looking like they're going to sign now. I've heard Timo Werner, James Maddison.
Oh, Timo Werner. Watch out. All those goals.
All those goals. No, but it is, my point being, so they're making moves because they have the funds. And they finished last year in 11th. I kind of forgot about Newcastle last year. Like, they finished mid-table.
They surged, didn't they, in the end?
Yeah, and so, you know, now with the funds and potentially new players and the talent they already have, I feel like I could see them like sneaking into, you know, the top 8, maybe like, you know, even higher. It's going to be tough this year, but I really think this team could, yeah, be a top 10 finish for sure.
That's their plan for sure,
Yeah.
but they are finding this whole Newcastle tax troublesome, right? You know, they want James Maddison They want some big name players. Fofana, of course, they want him as well. But when they come to the door knocking, the clubs say, well, you're the richest club in world football, and they jack the prices by 20, 30 million, right? So maybe they can't get a James Maddison because Leicester are saying, no, we demand this much money, right? So it's really interesting. But I'm with you. I mean, I'm a big Eddie Howe fan as well.
Yeah,
and with what they have now, I think they can definitely improve an 11th.
Absolutely. I think, I remember watching Almiron in the Copa America last year, Paraguay national. This kid is unreal and super under the radar. They do have so much talent on this side. And yeah, you're going to get that. If you have all these funds coming in, of course you're going to be asked to pay more. Of course, that's only natural, but it's better to have money than not have money.
Yeah, I guess so.
Barcelona.
Yeah, precisely, right? But they've got a new deal, by the way. They sold another part of the company and
One
they've got
of
more
the
money coming in. But
Palancas!
yeah, exactly, another Palanca. Yep, a whole bunch of Palancas at that club right now. We'll talk about them next week, by the way, in more detail before it kicks off. My surprise team this year, I'm leaning on Aston Villa. Now I'm biased towards Steven Gerrard, right? Obviously, but he did a great job last year. But 14th place, they didn't play well at home. Just 23 points out of 57 available. They had to get that turned around. They weren't a tough team to play against last year. But in comes Boubacar Kamara from France, who people are saying has all the same tools as a certain N'Golo Kante, right? Really, really good player. Diego Carlos of Sevilla at the back there, which you're shaking your head at. You're not buying into that
pleased. I've watched several, Sevilla games with him where I saw he was the hole actually in the back. It was individual mistakes he had made. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're playing for a top-class team in Spain, and now you're playing in the EPL. You're obviously a good, defender, but I don't know if he is what people might think he is. I've seen him, make some really silly mistakes. So I'm actually curious to see, though, how he will play out in the EPL, because it's a completely different tournament.
Also, a full year with Philippe Coutinho is key. They can rebound now. I think last year they really did miss Jack Grealish. The first year without their talisman was tough. So I just think a team that can really make a surge, and along with a Newcastle, I think could really compete for maybe those final European spots this year, which would be a surprise. I think, but man, it all kicks off this Friday, Sarah. We're going to cover it all week long here on the Parlay. So many questions to dissect. Albert's back, of course, on Wednesday as well with his opinions for whatever they're worth.
Yeah,
but anyway,
didn't need him.
it's coming along. The Prem is just days away.